Today we're examining the epic rise full and rise arginine of the world's biggest venture epital investor. We're taking about the Japanese techology angmerate SoftBank. SoftBank is a massive company, with a market cap of 13 trillion. Japanese yen, roughly $120 billion. US. They have assets worth $367 billion. Marking them the largest technology-focused investment firm in the world. SoftBank stock rallied more than 50 in 29/20. Fueled by when the tech bubble burst in 2000. The company almost went bankrupt. With the stock falling 98% from its highs more recently, they invested almost $20 billion into office space startup WeWork. They lost almost everything on his investment. When the troubled company was forced to cancel its IPO in 2019. This, along with a few other high-profile failures, made people question whether the company had lost its edge in venture capital investment. But their stellar performance in 2020. SoftBank on top of the food chain in Silicon Valley. First, we have to establish what SoftBank does. Despite their name, the company not actually a bank. SoftBank was established in Japan by founder Masayoshi Son in 1998. They started off as a publishing company, where they distributed OPC, consumer technology magazine. The magazine dearly success, and hand circulation of 140,000 copies by 1989. In Thebe 1990, Son saw the potential of the internet. In its dearly days, in 1996 he launched a joint venture which became the dominant search site in the country. Fresh of the success that he had with Yahoo Japan, Son had grand ambitions to expand SoftBank into the world's largest technology conglomerate. He used the profits from Yahoo Japan, as well as capital raised from IPO and SoftBank on the Japanese stock market, to invest in early stages tech startup in 2000. He invested $20 million in exchange for a roughly 25% stake in the fledgling Chinese e-commerce startup Alibaba. Third turned out to be one of the greatest investment in history, increasing in value more than 7,000-fold, be worth roughly $140 billion today, but the eventual success of these investments would not be recognized for quite some time. When the tech bubble burst in 2000, SoftBank stock fell 98% as many of its startup investments went bankrupt. This wiped out $75 billion from the company's market cap. Given this failure, Son decided that he needed to change the company direction, and aggressively moved into the internet and telecommunications space with his now company Yahoo brand. He reasoned that Japan was to fully adopt the new technologies enabled by the internet. Ordinary people would need affordable and reliable access to high-speeds internet. SoftBank borrowed $2 billion to build a nationwide gigabit Ethernet network. This was orders of magnitude faster than other alternatives at the time. He made the service compelling to customers by charging the equivalent just 21 parment. At the time the project was viewed with much skeptic. Enabled by the internet, ordinary people would need affordable and reliable access to high-speeds internet. SoftBank borrowed $2 billion to build a nationwide gigabit Ethernet network. This was orders of magnitude faster than other alternatives at the time. He made the service compelling to customers by charging the equivalent just 21 parment. At the time the project was viewed with much skeptic by media and financial analysts. Some critics said investing so much money into high-speed dollars was asking to spelling $1 bills for 80 cents. It will allow you to grow rapidly but will never be profitable. The intranet did grow rapidly in Japan in the early 2000s, allowing SoftBank broadband service to win millions of customers and generate billions of dollars for the company. Son proved the haters wrong and was now sitting on a war chest full of cash. Enter this to acquire Vodafone Japan for $1 billion. That acquisition allowed SoftBank to enter the telecommunications market by the late 2000s. SoftBank had become a dominant player in Japan industries. Its stock was slowly but surely making back some of the losses it experienced during the tech bubble. with SoftBank now owing a stable cash-generating telecom business.